Welcome back, everyone, to more Elder Scrolls. This time, we're going to be doing good old-fashioned Oblivion with K. Roman, and your host, Grunt. So, if you've noticed, we have quite a few mods. All the links to the mods, well, the paste bin, the load order, is in the description at the request of many people regarding my Skyrim playthrough. So please, if you have any questions, consult that. It also has some tips to modding Oblivion. Solely because of how absolutely unstable this game is. It's horribly optimized. I'd say it's considerably more unstable than Skyrim ever was, given its mods even, but, you know, whatever. That's not important. As some general overview, we'll be doing the alternate start mod, Arrive by Ship. You might be able to see, once the map eventually loads, that we also have Elsewhere. I have the Elsewhere Deserts of Vanakina mod also installed. And again, the rest of the things are in the description, but I feel like that one is probably the one most noteworthy, as we'll probably eventually go there. But yeah, like I said, just consult that document for the paste bin, and everything should be good. You might notice that a lot of Oblivion playthroughs have the Oblivion XP mod installed. Personally, I don't like a lot of the choices that they made in that mod, so I'm not using it. That's just me personally. That's that. So we're going to begin. So you can also see, I'll actually show you the birth sign and specializations right now. This doesn't really matter. We'll be starting in Leyawiin. Because the Leyawiin Traveler's Bag, for whatever reason, isn't present in the game. I don't know where to find it. There's even a map marker for it, but I couldn't find it, so I'll just be adding myself 500 gold and 20 lockpicks. If you have a problem with that, well, that sucks. Sucks to suck. But for classes and all that, we have the birth sign of the mage, and we're an Ordon Spellblade. I should probably show you at least what that does. So here's the attribute, specialization, and major skills, in case you're curious. And that's that, so let us take a sleep, and we shall travel to Leyawiin. Ooh. Okay, this is basically the start of the main quest. We had a vivid dream. It's the Emperor. He got killed. He wants us to get the Amulet of Kings from the sewers and go to Joffrey and Coral. And that's that. We're going to get spammed with opening quests from various DLCs because for some unknown reason Bethesda thought that would be a good idea. Okay, so I think that's it. Nope, I have lied. So, basic idea, well, first I'm going to add that stuff to my inventory. As I think that's a fairly solid start, kind of fair. So, yeah, I think the first order of action will be to find weapons. So, well, I think first of all, the basic idea is that K. Roman has been exiled from Ordon, for those of you who don't know, family killed and all that. So his first thing would be to find a stable source of income and whatnot. So likely what he would do is go to the Mages Guild, but first he needs to secure some things that may be useful. So we're going to check out some of these ships here. Probably steal various things from them, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do to survive. Ooh, that looked messed up. But now it's back. I think that just had an issue with the transition. Ooh, that happened twice, yeah. For some reason, the weather will sometimes screw up the game. I really could not tell you why. It's just literally how Oblivion is. Alright. And, like I said, this game is...
Greetings. How are you on this fine morning?
You're very small, sir. Like I said, this game can kind of be unstable at times, but I've made it as stable as I could possibly make it. So there's that. Anyway, during this playthrough... It's not really even worth it to try to steal. During this playthrough, we'll talk to that guy in a bit.
Well met.
Heard any news from...
We'll obviously be talking a lot about design choices in Oblivion.
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
And
nothing
regardless of like what we could possibly expect Test 6, kind of like what we did with Skyrim. Miss, can you just please turn around? I think that would be wonderful for all parties involved. Just a pick. I guess I'll check the lower deck. I don't think, if I recall
What's your
correctly,
They say that the priests and
that there is a... at least, I think there's a torch down here. But we'll definitely need weapons. Oh, sweet, a lantern. That's what I was looking for. I should also probably hotkey everything. Similar to how I did it in... actually, I'll link this for... In case you're curious, I think a lot of people seeing this might not have played Oblivion. Your specialization really does matter. You start off with some different spells and all that, so it's really actually good to kind of specialize. I really dig Conjuration in this game. I always have. I've always been quite the fan of it, I guess you could say. I don't know what I just stole, but we have a hat now. Wonderful. Alright, I don't think this has been the greatest ship for us. Let me also hotkey the lantern. Hopefully we don't get arrested anytime soon, because I want to be able to see. Or at the very least, you want to be able to see, because I know... oh, wonderful. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff indeed. I'm just going to take all that. The corn might be useful, but we don't have the other, that was the mortar and pestle, right? I forget what the other thing is called that you need to,
Hi there.
optimally...
What's going on with you?
They say that slavery has been abolished in
do
Morrowind.
whatever.
House Dress
Alchemy, that's the word.
renounced
Even though it's not a
the
major
slave
skill, it's still
trade
kind of useful.
and freed the beast folk from servitude.
Seems that these are turbulent times.
Yeah, there's really nothing in this ship. This ship kind of sucks. Oop, hold on, though. Ooh, black cloak. That'd be cool to use. Oop, and a repair hammer and some gold, definitely useful. Okay. Let's put on the black cloak. Very cool looking. Obviously, we should probably put this on, but I like my cloaks. Hello, good sir.
hello there.
You were just talking to me through the door. Smell that sweet sea air. How I long to be sailing amongst it once more instead of being hauled up in this blasted port. Alright.
Farewell.
Apparently he doesn't see this. So, thank you for the gold, kind sir. You will be rewarded when K. Roman eventually becomes Grand Emperor. Alright, let's check out the next ship. This one, I think, does spawn weapons deeper in the hold. The only reason why I know this, I normally wouldn't know this, but I did do quite a few run-throughs of testing with Oblivion. I've done about 20 hours of testing, which is significantly more than I did for Skyrim. So, yeah. Although I do have a lot more experience with Skyrim modding by comparison. Are any of these skill books? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, sweet, an alembic. Alright. This is all very useful. Oh, that's a journeyman mortar and pestle. Actually, I'll take that and throw away the... Is it not put... Yeah. Because I think you can still use... Yeah, you can. Wonderful. So we've got... actually, let's see if any of these recipes... Ginseng... No. Clanfear Claws and Mandrake. Do we have Mandrake? No, but we do have Clanfear Claws. Alright. Let's go deeper into the hull. And generally speaking, don't worry. If I find an extremely overpowered thing, I should also double check to make sure. Yeah, it's 49. It's up to 1. This game does have a little bit of spongy enemies. So we do have vanilla combat, overhaul or enhance. I forget the full name of it. Okay. No, these are just, I guess we should have that too. This is a very large ship, if you can believe it. Okay, yeah. See, there's the glass short sword. So I think that would be a little bit overpowered to use right now. I'd probably only go with silver being the highest. So I'll just leave that there so we don't become too overpowered early game. But, yeah, an Elven Dagger, I'll take that, actually. That's reasonable. And an Elven Longsword. Is that more damage than that? I think it is, but it has slower attack patterns. I'll leave that out. I'll come back here. We'll probably do a dungeon, and then I'll determine if, depending on that dungeon's difficulty, whether we'll come back here and steal these. But I would like general armor, because we have nothing of that regard right now. Because the Traveler's Curse and stuff produces 0. It would also be worthwhile to find... there's another lantern there. Although I don't think the lanterns go out, so we shouldn't be worried about that. More gold, that's always good. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. It's a reasonable thing. Man, dude. Okay. Oh, didn't see this. Iron Mace, which is... We really can't sell it to anybody. So I suppose we'll probably just leave it there for now. I think this Elven Dagger will probably serve us fairly well. At least for a while. I'd prefer to have a sword, but like I said, I don't want to make myself too overpowered early on and force myself to up the difficulty. That would be certainly a problem and not something I would like to do. He's having a good smoke, Captain. Glad to see, glad to see. I'm pretty sure all these people do is just sell food, but nothing here. Although I think, no, I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. All right, no big deal. Let's just head on into Leyawiin proper. I might be able to, based on a lot of this stone. What is TT Co? Oh, the Topal Trading Company. Gotcha. Based on some of this gold, I might be able to buy some decent armor early on. That would be very helpful. Also make a quick save here. Nice and early. But this is nice to have early on, like I said. But I would prefer to have...
You have my ear, citizen.
Some armor. Okay, into Leyawiin we go. Alright, wonderful. Didn't crash. I was moderately worried about that. As it did crash. This is actually my second run through of this, in case you're curious. As it did crash the first time, and I was like, well, you know, so I actually made some edits to specifically Oblivion stutter remover. In fact, decreasing the amount of RAM it could utilize for some reason makes a more stable game. I couldn't tell you. Mine set at 512 megabytes. Originally I had it at 1024 megabytes, which is 1 gigabyte. And it wasn't over addressing the RAM, because Oblivion's a 32-bit processor, it can only address up to 4 gigabytes of RAM, but it wasn't over addressing it. So I'm not sure why it's become more stable based on 512 megabytes. I really could not tell you. But that's just it. There's the Fighters Guild, which we can't actually join here because of stupid reasons. I believe you can only join it in Coral, Shadenhall, and I think Anvil. Here we go, Mages Guild. Hello, ladies. K. Roman has arrived. The party may start. Okay, we also have CM partners installed. The likelihood that I would utilize it is fairly slim, I think. more likely I'm going to be using Skyrimized followers a little bit more. Hello.
Go ahead, please.
Kind of pissed at me, huh? Tell me about the Mages Guild.
The guild isn't what it once was, but it's still worth being a member. Talk to DeGale if you want to join.
Okay, DeGale. Thank you, good sir. Tell me about this Grey Fox fellow.
Don't pay attention to those rumors. There's no such thing as a thieves' guild. The Grey Fox is just a thief the Watch hasn't caught yet.
Alright, good to know. Are there any good rumors?
Archmage Traven is the first to take such a hard stance on necromancy. It upsets more than a few people.
Alright, thank you for that, sir.
Take care.
Okay, so DeGale. DeGale?
Pardon me.
Nope. Some steel daggers. Sadly, we'd have to join. Oh, sweet, a fucking backpack. I'll wait to join it first in case they catch me or whatever. We'd have to join the Thieves Guild in order to fence things.
Greetings to you.
Hi, are you DeGale? Yes, you are.
Greetings, child. The Mages Guild has a future for you, I believe. I have seen it. You should consider joining.
Well, that's why I'm here. What can you tell me about Leyawiin first?
Let me see your hand. I see the city in the hand, and the hand in the stars. The tower guards the gate, but the gate holds the key. The king is the key, and the hand guards the king.
So I'd like to join the guild. I don't know what that was about, miss.
The guild is accepting new members, but it may require some hard work on your part. Are you sure you wish to join?
I mean, that's why I'm here. I need a steady source of income, miss.
Welcome, child, to the Guild of Mages. You shall be called Associate by all. Recommendations you need from all guild halls in Cyrodiil. None will be easy to acquire. Too many motives, too much noise. May luck be with you, and may your wisdom guide you well. The Arcane University will need your help someday. I have seen it.
Good to hear, miss. So, tell me about the guild.
The guild needs you, child. Perhaps it has always needed you. Always been waiting for you.
Tell me about the Arcane University.
Within its walls live those who determine the fate of the guild. It is our stronghold, our sanctuary. You will come to know it well in time. I have seen it.
Good to know.
Farewell, child.
Hello?
Yes? Is there something I can help you with, Associate?
Oh, you sell spells, huh?
What can I interest you in?
I do not have enough magicka for all this. Or oh, this is the mysticism school. Which was something that was removed from Skyrim's, that was merged into illusion and I think alteration for whatever reason. What can you tell me about Leyawiin?
I take care of what little administrative work there is. DeGale isn't interested. I do it because it has to be done and no one else wants to do it.
Alright, tell me about the Mages Guild.
You may need to ask around, but training in all the schools of magic can be found at our various guild halls.
Oh, that's good. How about a recommendation?
Ah, yes. I'm afraid I'm unable to issue a recommendation. Only DeGale can do that. You may try to speak to her. If it doesn't go well, come see me.
Alright.
She's led such a troubled life. I just do what I can to make it easier on her.
Alright.
Farewell.
Hello, DeGale.
You seek wisdom from me, child? Ah, no, you seek words.
Usually.
Words are difficult. They come and go. The voices, though, so loud they are, they drown out the words. Without my amulet, my stone to lock the voices away, the words will never come and stay. Would you lift your hands to help another? To help me find the words?
I mean, I suppose, but, sure.
Then seek Agata, child. She will see the path and set you on it. I must rest.
Alright, how do you feel about Agata?
She may be young, but her heart is old and wise. It guides her well through these troubled times.
Okay.
Farewell, child.
Agata.
Yes? Is there some...
Alright, so let's talk about this recommendation again.
I take it you've spoken to DeGale. Then you know she is not well. She has visions, for lack of a better term. While they used to be helpful at times, they have lately become problematic. There was an amulet, a family heirloom that she wore to suppress and sometimes focus the visions. She's lost the amulet, and so has lost control.
It really do be like that sometimes, huh? Alright, well tell me about these visions.
At times, they served her well. She gained something of a reputation in the guild and was highly valued by the council. As she aged, the visions became less coherent. Rather than cast her aside, the council gave her a position here. Some resent her and wish she'd disappear. I do not. I am proud to help her with her daily tasks.
Alright, so tell me about this seer stone.
I'm surprised she discussed it with you. She wanted to keep it from the others. I should speak to her about that. Yes, her seer's stone is missing. It's the one thing that has kept her visions at bay. And without it, they're nearly crippling. She can't function.
A damn shame.
We haven't yet spoken to the others, for fear they would be less than accepting of her situation. Perhaps it is time, though. I will continue to tend to DeGale. Can you speak with the other mages and find out if any of them have seen the stone?
Fine.
I take care of what...
I don't know why that came up twice, whatever.
Farewell.
Alright. Let us activate the Quoost. Alright, so we have quite a few people to talk to. Let's check out these doors, though. See if there's anything we can appropriate from the guild. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? In case you're curious, a lot of this music that you're hearing right now is actually from the Elder Scrolls Online. Regardless of my, this is from a mod, in case you're curious. Or at least I think, no, Tamrielic lore is in the game, but not all the Tamrielic lore artifacts are. Gotcha. Actually, let's switch out my stolen lantern. I mean, I can't even sell it, so it doesn't matter, but I'd rather not lose it in case the guards catch me doing something that is highly illegal. Anyway, regardless of my opinion of the Elder Scrolls Online and its current state and its previous states and whatnot, I do really appreciate the music. That is something that the game did extraordinarily well. It did create a great ambience, so I decided to incorporate it into Oblivion. And actually, this idea was given to me by Zan years ago, and I'm finally making use of it. So there you go. Thanks, Zan. Very cool. All right. Somebody just come in here. That was weird. Gold. Thank you. More gold. Now, for those of you who don't know, and this is like one of your few times actually watching Oblivion, more so than Skyrim, this game's user interface and controls were more designed with console in mind. I would say that this is a more significant take on it than Skyrim was. You can just tell by just looking at this user interface, right? You know, you have to go over here. If you want to take all, you got to do this. And, you know, by default, you know, these don't actually, there's no quick access menu, you know. You want to hit escape, well, that actually just opens the menu. You know, so you have to download a separate mod. I think that was Menu Q or Menu Shortcuts or something like that. I forget the exact name of the mod, but it does add some shortcuts that make it a hell of a lot easier to deal with. although it is nothing compared to Skyrim's mods, which fix the problem drastically, so just in case you're curious. Anywho, we're going to keep Origin of the Mages Guild. Yes, Vanus Galarian. In case you want to read it, I'm already familiar with it, but there you go. Interesting lore. Lore. This meme was brought to you by Lorebeard Gang. Alright, we got nothing of real worth there. Display case that holds nothing. Okay. Let's go ask about these other mages. Actually, first of all, I think I'll take damage here. No, not really.
Hello, guildmate.
Yeah, hold on, Chief. I do need this backpack. Wonderful. Now we're a real adventurer. Hello,
Greetings,
miss.
Guild. Nice to meet you.
Oh boy, we have a ton of things we can talk to you about. Tell me about the Mages Guild.
Druja has a wide variety of spells for sale if there's something you need. Most of them are simple, but they're a good starting point. She was a very powerful mage once, from what I understand. Hard to imagine that, honestly.
Okay.
She was a very...
How do you feel about Agata?
Agata is the first person I go to when I need something. Maybe I should talk to Dagale instead. But I just don't feel comfortable doing that.
Sorry to hear that. Alright. What can you tell me about Leyawiin?
The Leyawiin chapter is just drifting along. Dagale isn't much of a mentor or leader. She isn't even coherent most of the time.
Tell me about this stone. Have you heard about it? Seen it anywhere?
All I heard was that it was important to Dagale, and it was missing. Calthar didn't tell me anything more than that.
Calthar, huh?
Have a look around.
What do you got here?
You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Damn, the weak potion of healings do cost quite a bit. We could try haggling with her, but I feel like it would be
May
more in
all
our...
your travels be safe.
Thanks, miss. I think it would be more to our benefit to actually just go to the blacksmith and try to pick up armor. Okay. So she mentioned, I think
Any
that was
news
the
about-
Nord. Yeah.
What?
How do you feel about Dagale?
I've heard she was put in charge of the Leyawiin Guild Hall as a favor, not because she deserved it. That doesn't seem right, does it?
Well, when life gives you lemons, Chief. Tell me about the Mages Guild.
The guild lost a good number of members when Traven banned the practice of necromancy. But some of us stayed behind.
How do you feel about Agata?
She's the one you want to talk to if you actually need something to get done around here. I don't even know why Dagale is still around.
Alright, tell me about this stone.
Well, well. Word is finally spreading, is it? They won't be able to keep up this facade much longer. Yeah, I know all about it. I overheard Agata and Dagale talking. And you know what? I'm glad it's gone.
Okay, retard.
Why should we be forced to work under someone who's only kept sane by a magical trinket? Haven't we sacrificed enough already? She shouldn't even be here anymore. Hell, the only reason her father ever fit in anywhere is because he kept a low profile. And look what it got him. Years of service to the Empire, and not even a tombstone over his head. Humph. At least he was able to maintain the illusion of sanity. I know. I get way too fired up over this. It just annoys me that she's in charge of the guild when she's clearly not fit. That's all. What, haven't I...
Okay, whatever. Next
You'll
time
see,
we'll continue.
things
Thank you
will
all for watching.
change.